quite.
Who there? Wait!
Body, come back to me. Please, I am lost without you.
I can help. Are you Rebecca Hardgrave?
That's my name, yes. How may I help you?
Are you the one who's attracting the wolves? Wolves? What wolves? Who are you exactly? I'm Antea Duarte. This is RedmacRaith. We're Banishers. Do you know what that means?
Banishers? That means you can speak to the living on behalf of the dead.
That's part of it, yes. Why, do you have someone in mind?
Ferdinando Miller. My Fardy. Death parted us, but my love is strong. I came back for him. I love him so, but not once has he come to see me. I must know why.
How did you meet him?
'Twas market day. I'll never forget it. It was rich, exotic, an abundance of treasures from across the known world. I saw him through the crowd. Our eyes met. I didn't know it then, but I was meeting the love of my life. I could not admit it to myself, not at first, but I had to have him. And in the end, I did.
There's no delicate way to ask this, I'm afraid. How did you die?
We left civilization in New Eden town for the cold desert of Fort Jericho. The path was steep and rough, and we were greatly burdened. It was hell, but we walked through it together. As we walked, I fell into a daze. I remember little after that. A pain that grew, a great, uncontrollable tremor. Fatigue, a deathly fatigue. Fardy was at my side as ever. He held my hand, bade me sleep. When I opened my eyes, I was here, alone.
New Eden's a big place. Where can we find him?
We were on our way to Fort Jericho. We were to open a store together. It was to be a new beginning for us both. Together. Yet he's there, alone.
I'm sure he's very unhappy there, alone, without you.
Oh, he is. At first I was able to visit him. In the quiet, as he'd slept, I'd watch over him. But now, something hinders me. I cannot reach him. I must know that he is well.
We have to go now.
Find him, please.
Stay put.
Careful. They mean business now. Standing by. What are you thinking?
It's more of a feeling. Something's wrong.
Your senses are sharpening. She certainly didn't tell us everything. By.
I don't think he likes us much.
Bugging all the fun. I feel the dark curse or spell we found already.
We should find that ritual Seeker told us about. I've kept her notes about the hut location. One more walk through the void.
Ghost wards cannot manifest. I can't help you.
Down to hell.
Sorry, not this time. I can manifest now.
Make you angry.
A peaceful place. In different times.
Before the nightmare's influence, you mean?
Let's reach the fort, and a fire, and warm you up.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
Something's concealed.
Trouble ahead. Specters are attacking the fort.
Seek no ground! Hold fire! That's not dead!
Bastard!
You heard I said hold your fire!
There's more of them. Why do I get the feeling that we're sitting ducks?
Hold there! None in, none out. Not living nor dead.
Name's RedmacRaith. I'm obviously a banisher. Open the door there. I've business within.
Your business is, if you'll excuse my articulating the evident, not my business. I have my orders. You can't come in.
I hear you, friend. What's your name?
Name's Andrew White, and you seem a pleasant fellow. I like a Scot, me, but standing here, I'm on duty. And when I'm on duty, I'm not your friend. Listen, mate, folk in here have problems enough, and I can't be disobeying orders. Either Preese or Pennington would have my guts, and I fancy neither.
Pennington knows me. He'll know I can help.
I'm sure he does. But put one dead man down, and 3 come back next day. Round here, sweet victory fast turns bitter. Bottom line is, the captain is indisposed, and I'll not add your complications to the pile. Now, you want to lend a hand? Mrs. Preese and her party are overdue. You can't miss the outpost, it looks out across the valley. If you could find her, and make sure she doesn't die, you'd surely gain her favor. And favor, as they say, opens doors.
Get in a fight and find your boss and dig her out of whatever hole she's in. All right. I can do that.
They have specter troubles. Let's first clear the nearby nest to relieve the fort, then deal with the missing.
How holds the fort?
How holds the fort? Precariously, that's how. Our strength dwindles, and we'll soon run out of powder. Preese took Williams and that other fella, and off they went, scavenging for supplies. They've not yet returned.
It's dangerous out there. The scavenger may easily become the carrion.
Heard any good scuttle lately?
The dead are coming, and you want to gossip. I admire your sang-froid, and that's the Lord's truth, but now, sir, is not the time.
Right. I'll likely be back.
Find our friends, Banisher. Or put them to rest.
I'll try. As soon as I take care of the specter's nest, I'll go looking for the outpost.
Come on, you bastards.
Death knocks at their
Come
gates.
play with
No
Daddy.
wonder they won't open.
They don't have a choice. Another attack may overrun them.
The nest might be near. There's a trail to follow in the snow. More coming.
Come and get your breakfast, boys. You bastard! Ending specters. The fort will run out of powder.
These pests don't spring from nowhere. They never learn, do they? That's it. That's the place. Fill in the hole. Bury them all.
That should buy the fort a little time.
Let's hope it's not too late for the famous Mrs. Preese.
Stuck.
Looks like you're walking.
Looks like.
I wonder how many there are in the fort.
Fewer by the day, I'll wager. Still, better to be inside than out. I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
Reinforcements!
Is awash with specters.
Did the foraging party really come this way?
That would explain why they haven't returned.
you feel that?
It's close.
Picking up something spectral nearby.
Survivor, come!
This one's not been dead long.
Let's hope he stays that way.
Looks like they were taken by surprise.
If there's a survivor, they're not here. We push on. If the map is correct, the treasure must be hidden nearby. This is locked from the inside. According to the map, the treasure should be near.
Piss off!
Did we miss a few?
Move, Red!
impressive.
This is not how I died! Come closer if you dare! My bolt is shot!
Behind you!
Don't let it crush you. I can help.
Fine. Stop fussing. A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Preese.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, RedmacRaith.
It is rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back. It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love. You understand?
"7 years. Why come back now?"
It did not feel like 7 years. Suddenly, I felt her pain calling to me.
Divine intervention or otherwise, all that matters is that my dear Sebastian is back. Now, when I need him most.
Andrew White sent us. He thought you might be in trouble. Plainly, you needed your guardian angel.
We needed more than one. Thanks to you, we'll resupply the camp. Matthews and Williams did not die in vain.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
I suspect that's so. Sometimes difficult choices must be made. That's courage.
All the courage in the world will be worthless if those in command won't match it.
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, these men's deaths are on the captain's conscience. If he has one.
How so?
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times. None knew what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command, Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero. And now the Forsaken are rising. They demand revenge.
Who would blame them? I watched them die. Soldiers and miners, sick and hungry, begging for help they knew would never come.
Captain Pennington has much blood on his hands.
Pennington can't have taken his decision lightly. It must have been hard on all involved.
Is it harder, to your mind, to send someone to their death than it is to do the dying?
We should get back to the fort. We will escort you.
I'm afraid I locked us in when I broke the latch.
If there's a way out, we'll find it.
Lock looks broken. I doubt that gate will ever open again. Still impressive.
Impressive. You Banishers are quite something.
That's all her. I'm just
A Banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
my sympathies. Could this be what's drawn on the map?
This for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end. You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me. Open the gates!
Preese! What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap?
Matthews. We were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
There's ammo in the elevator. Send Shepherd and Abbott to bring it back.
Captain Pennington?
No time, no way out. No hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. MacRaith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, MacRaith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Preese. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
The people man the ramparts, ready to fight.
You sound like Preese. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
Folk have little enough hope, and you're leading them further into the darkness.
I've heard the whispers, the murmurs, the plotting from the shadows. We hold to the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden Town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. No Smith gathered the board and the governor let the affair flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
The new Smiths are holed up in the woods, planning soon to leave for Boston.
Pah. They may leave for Boston, but the curse will follow. The curse will follow until their backs are against the wall.
As the commanding officer, you must know all the local lumps and bumps.
The lumps and bumps can smooth themselves. I have other priorities.
Why did you come to New Eden, Captain? Why here?
Far from the many wars we fight, you mean? I'd shot enough Frenchmen and more than enough Indians.
Did no one come with you?
Keep to your business, son, not mine.
It's just, there's a portrait hanging on the wall. A family.
I had a wife and daughter once. I'll not entertain you with their story.
Tell me more about yourself and your career.
I did my duty and had the fortune to return alive. That's all. We who are intimate with war tell no tales.
I thought that too. I was wrong. Silence allowed my ghosts to prosper. 'Tis good to tell our stories.
If ever I do tell, I'll not be telling you, son.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants, but if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful specters.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker. Could be worse. Could be underground.